staff that you have here. We are so blessed to have Ryan Dooley as the regional director of the Miami Passport offices. That his area is Florida, Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico. That's a pretty big area. And unfortunately, he's just too professional. His staff is too courteous. They are just so quick, because congressional offices rely on the ineptness of the bureaucracy in order to keep us in business. We rely on Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security, and the passport offices and immigration messing up. Unfortunately, our work related to passport services has greatly diminished because Ryan and his very capable staff, and let's give it up again. But the same palanca that I can give, he does it for you. So Ryan, thank you for lightening the load for Maite, our district director, and Danny, who's somewhere around there as well. But thank you for the great work that you do. And it was very tough to convince Ryan to come down to Key West with me to give up the computers. Boy, those kids were really high-tech students, 4th, 5th, 6th grade. It was unbelievable how well they used the computers that were given to them by the passport division. As you know, every few years they have to update their equipment, but the equipment is in very good shape. And we made a lot of kids very happy, and the teachers were just elated to have them, and also did it to some Miami-Dade schools as well. So thank you for the wonderful work you do, because you could have given them to so many other organizations. How great to give it to kids who really use those computers very well. And about the passport card, yes. I told Ryan that Dexter and I were going to go to Niagara Falls just a few weeks ago for his Vietnam reunion. And as you know, Niagara Falls is just across the bridge to Canada. And he says, well, you know, you could be one of the first members of Congress from our delegation to get the passport card. You don't need to bring your passport. This is like a credit card. It's got all your information there with the chips. And Dexter and I used it. We used it twice just to make sure. And I remember, you know, Carlos was talking about the refugee experience and coming here. When we first came, you used to have to go outside of the United States in order to become a United States citizen. It was very crazy, but it's since changed then. But we could only afford one person in our family to become a resident and a citizen. That was my dad. So we stayed there at Niagara Falls at the Rainbow Bridge, which is what it's called, as he went over there to become, to get his paper stamped, and then came back. And sure enough, Carlos, the first thing that he did when he was naturalized is get a U.S. passport. And I enjoy speaking at so many naturalization events, and it is a source of pride for the new citizens to fill out that passport application form. And of course, if any mistakes are done, Ryan fixes them instead of letting us fix them. But it is such a thorough, professional office, thanks to Ryan and his team, that it's a joy for us to work with you. And to see all of these stations and to have the ability of helping so many people, I think is just terrific for our community. I wanted to ask if the members from the other congressional offices could please stand. We have representatives from Congressman Lincoln Diaz-Balart, representative from Mario Diaz-Balart. We have representatives from Congressman Bill Posey and Senator George Lemieux. So thank you. We work together in a bipartisan manner in D.C. and in Miami, and of course all of us love working with Ryan and his staff. So thank you so much for great innovations. Plug this to your constituents. $20. What can you get for $20?
Not much.
Not much, but you can get this great passport card. So let's promote it. And do we have those applications?
Of course, right on the wall.
Right on the wall. Okay, so fill them out. You will not be sorry. These are great. They're good for Canada, Mexico, the Caribbean. If you go on any cruises, take me, but take the card. Thank you very much.
Our next speaker is Patrick Kennedy, our Undersecretary of State for Management, who arrived last night from Washington, D.C. As Undersecretary for Management, Mr. Kennedy is responsible for the people, resources, facilities, technology, consular affairs,